everyone, welcome back to the itGirlGoszip channel. I'm back with another video, and today we are here to discuss the piping hot tea that's swirling around in regards to Minnesota Timberwolves shooting guard Anthony Edwards and his new baby mama Ayesha Howard. Now, if you're not familiar with Ayesha Howard, her and the rapper Lil Baby share a 9-year-old son named Jason. She's Lil Baby's first baby mama. I believe she's 7 years older than him. They allegedly met when she was a dancer in Magic City in Atlanta. You may also remember when her name used to be in the blogs way back for beefing with Lil Baby's second baby mama and longtime girlfriend, Jada Cheese, back when she was a more Jada. But it seems as though the two have come a long way and squashed the beef. I may do a little deep dive into their beef/history. Let me know in the comments if you all would like that. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, In Touch Weekly posted some leaked text messages between the two, and I can confirm the exchange was embarrassing to say the least. I feel like I was reading messages from a freshly wealthy young man who doesn't take the consequences of his actions seriously and doesn't want to hold himself accountable. But at the same time, as a 38-year-old two-time baby mama, you should have known better, seeing as his track record is pretty lengthy. Now let's get into it. So the messages start off from what I can see. Ayesha is in the blue because she's the one submitting the messages. She says, "I'm pregnant. Wanted to tell you in person, but you gave me no other choice. We probably should have kept it cordial, but we're here now." Anthony texts back, "Okay, LOL. Get the abortion, LOL." Ayesha then says, "I don't need hush money. My intentions are to blackmail you in any way. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm not getting an abortion. It's not an option. I can keep you updated through the process, or I can disappear until the baby's here. It's on you. Either way, I'm done going back and forth because you still think it's a joke." He said, "OMG, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing. Bye." She said, "Nah, bye. See you later." Then she texts him again, March 1st. "Anthony, do you hate me?" He texts back, "Yes, so fast." Of course, everyone's saying this. He texts back, "Yes, so fast." It autocorrected and spelled his. He says, "Because you bringing a child in the world that's going to be without a father." Ayesha responds, "I'm not asking you to be with me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And if you choose to be a complete ghost to your seed, that's totally up to you. That's something you'll have to take up with the higher power. Hard to believe when you fathered a kid outside of your own, but I come in peace despite," I guess she meant despite, says dispute, "despite what you may think, and I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you without overwhelming you, but we are clear on how you feel." He says, "I won't be in a child life I don't want, LOL. You are sick, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing." Next screenshot. She says, "Maybe there's a lesson in it for us all, one you might actually learn from this time." He said, "I'm not trying to learn." She said, "Obviously, but learning might actually help you move differently so you don't keep revisiting the same situations if that makes sense to you." He said, "Okay, LOL." She says, "I'm not trying to go back and forth with you, period. Already, you seem bullheaded on the fence for whatever reason, and we ain't even got to get into that, but I'm grown enough to cut to the chase because I'm grown enough to accept the consequences of my actions, whether you're ready to accept yours. On that note, we can have this conversation now or later in person or text, but the situation has become deeper." And yeah, I guess this is where it started, deeper than we both may have intended, and being childish and running away from won't make it go away. So yeah, child, if that ain't some ish, I don't know what is. Now let's get into my thoughts and opinions. Now, as a 38-year-old woman, what business do you have laying down with a 23-year-old man? Second, you're okay with being embarrassed on a national scale. You asked Anthony, does he hate you? And again, he typed yes so fast, it autocorrected to his. I had to pause for a moment of silence because it just doesn't make sense to me. He has a track record of impregnating multiple women, and I'm trying to understand why you thought you would be any different, Ayesha. Don't get me wrong now, Anthony is trash, and that goes without saying, but Ayesha, You just created another broken home. Both of your kids won't grow up to see what it's like to have both of their parents together in a loving relationship. I mean, has baby Jason ever seen you in a real relationship ever? It sounds like to me that Anthony used to hit you up when he had nothing to do and wanted to get his rocks off. It never got a relationship or any hints of love. Strictly lust between you two. So you as an older, more seasoned woman, why would you screw so carelessly? Now, my theory is I feel like Ayesha looks up to people like Joy Chavis and Dre Michelle. And the reason why I say that is because they are also older pros who are linked to and have babies with younger ballers. But the difference is they lock those young men down and were in, say it with me, Ayesha, relationships. It's very obvious you were a jump off, barely a side chick. So let's continue. After facing backlash, Ayesha then posted this to her Instagram story. You have all become so numb, ungrateful, and disrespectful of the ability to reproduce and give life that abortion has become desensitized. You are so accustomed to seeing, hearing, and being raised by women who had to be the village after abandonment that society has normalized cowardly behavior. Now the blame is placed on the woman, on innocent babies, while the man is continuously protected. Let me fix that. It's not your fault, sis. It's your body, your choice. Your voice still matters. Although you may have seen your mother, aunts, or grandmothers handle this on their own, they were never supposed to, and neither are you. To the men who have lacked and continue to lack male representation, influence, and accountability, being a man doesn't start and stop with an erection. Being a father is not optional after bypassing the preventative measures available to you beforehand. Don't become what your fathers were to your mothers. Conceiving takes two. In that moment, both male and female have choices that determine the outcome of tomorrow. It's everyone's responsibility to make choices they can live with. I'm happy with mine. My daughter is a God-given gift, not a mistake. The act was consensual, and my baby is not to blame. It's my body, my choice, my right, my mind. I'm not imposing what you should do with your body, so please respect my choice with mine. To any woman navigating single motherhood, stay strong and stand tall for your babies. The wrong is in abandonment and not in the blessing of reproduction. Okay. Now, Ayesha, I can agree with most of what you're saying, but let me give you my thoughts and opinions. All I have to say is there's nothing wrong with you keeping your child. It's just at the tender age of 38, you should be making better decisions. If you want to keep your baby out of love and you really wanted Aubrey to be here because it's your body and your choice, we wouldn't be reading about the links you're going through to get child support from the state of California. You'll just accept the child support from Georgia going on about your life because you're financially, you're straight, you're good. And he will support the baby financially. It's just you want more. It also gives you had a check baby and you're spite for this teeny bopper never really liked you to begin with, and you thought because maybe you were quiet at the time and had a nice body you could snatch him up from his actual girlfriend because that's all you seem to show. I know the feelings were not mutual and you wanted more, and your feelings are hurt because you've made him your entire personality. And what I mean by that, anytime she posts or say something on social media, is subtle shade or the whole tree towards Anthony and his maybe situation. And yeah, it just gives that you're jealous and you're upset that he didn't pick you. Now, to any girl out there messing with Anthony Edwards or anyone like Anthony Edwards, because behavior like this, it doesn't stop, please wrap it up, I beg, because you could become the next Ayesha and end up on In Touch Weekly embarrassed by a ninja saying he hates you and doesn't want anything to do with your baby. Mr. Edwards, come to the front. Do better. We have enough broken homes in the black community. We do not need a man who's worth 6-7 figures creating even more. If that's your baby and it says she's your baby, take care of her, be in her life, especially a little girl. She does not deserve to grow up without a father, especially one that's alive and here, can hear, see, smell her, and touch her and all that. Go see that baby. Go get that baby. Now, the only victim in this situation is that beautiful baby, little Aubrey Summers. And that's a beautiful name, Ayesha. And the reason I say she's the only victim is because she didn't deserve to be brought into a toxic situation where her mom had her not solely out of love, but to prove a point to a young man who probably hasn't had any real womanly love / guidance since his mother died. And also born to a mother who has an age gap with both of her baby daddies. And a dad who ever since her little soul has been existing, he hasn't wanted anything to do with her. Miss Howard, you haven't even learned who the hell you are and what you want out of life. You never became Ayesha. So now and forever, you will be addressed as Anthony's and Lil Baby's baby mama. Now that's all I have to say about this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all lovely people next time.